Let's also go here this morning. The funeral service for veteran actor Darlington Micheals is also being held, but his is being held at the Uncle Tom's Hall in Soweto. Micheals, beloved and known for his iconic role as Georgie or Papa G Zamdela, you'd recall, on SABC3's Isidingo, passed away last week at the Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital. Tributes have been pouring in on social media from fans, colleagues, as well as friends, all sharing the memories of the legendary actor. Let's go live now to SABC News reporter Mulemo wa Onemutwa, who's joining us live from that funeral service. Now, Mulemo, a very good morning to you. Thanks indeed for your time. I mean, everybody knows or has watched Papa G in action. We loved his, what they would call, even in Soweto, the tsotsi tal that he would use while he's acting, which would often give us quite a number of chuckles as he continued with his trade. A very sad day indeed.
Good morning, Griselda. A very somber day indeed. Here at the Uncle Tom's Community Center in Orlando West, Soweto, for the funeral of, of Darlington Micheals, popularly known as Georgie Zamdela, or Papa G on Isidingo. You'd recall that his career, he has been actually in the entertainment industry for over 4 decades, and having been, mostly involved in theater work, film industry, as well as television, where actually, he made a mark on Isidingo with, him, widely known as Papa G. And he has actually also indicated that he has had a fair share, of his challenges in this industry. With him at one point highlighting, the problem of being underpaid, as well as falling ill, as we. You'd recall that around 2013 he actually suffered a stroke, and he had to. For some time, take a rest from acting. We actually heard as well on during the memorial service, some of his colleagues in the industry also lamenting, the lack of support for the artists, saying that there's a need, for the artists to be regarded, as workers and not just as independent contractors. But we are actually here now, and the family hasn't arrived yet, and also only a few people are still coming in, but I'm just going to be joined by 2 of those that have been working with him before to tell us as to how do they remember Georgie Zamdela, Papa G, Darlington Micheals.
Yeah, my name is Tebuko Chochwe. We really got, we were shaken by his death. It's a great loss. He was really a great man. I remember him on many instances. Whenever I met him, his name was Tebuko with an H, and I'm Tebuko with a G. So I used to tell him that, hey, Moren, when you are in Lesotho, I'm Motswana, I'm from Northwest, you're coming from the Lesotho band. So, so really, it has touched me so much. And when he got his stroke, I think it was 2013, I thought, he would recover, and by the way, he had sugar, and you can imagine what he was going through. He was very ill, but being a strong man and having so much sense of humor, you wouldn't even see that this good man is battling with so much pain. And I feel that when you are an artist, you need to have a support, so that people should acknowledge what you did for the nation. I mean, he's a role model. And you can imagine if somebody of his magnitude passes on and he leaves a good legacy, but the offspring that are coming behind, they are not being told where is he coming from. And the challenges were so big. And this problem needs to be addressed by the arts and culture. I mean, it needs an urgent attention to give support to all our artists. Because every time when they get old, they become destitute and they end up being buried in a pauper's manner. And I feel so much pain and all the injustices that I see. And you can imagine somebody who has contributed so much in the industry, and he's not been given the dignity and all the proper what he deserves to show the outside world that this man has really contributed towards the industry as a whole in the country.
And having, you say you actually you were his long-time friend, and can you just tell us as to how did you meet and how do you remember Darlington Micheals?
Bradali, I used to call him Bradali. Bradali, actually I met him at Gibson Kenter's place, whereby we grew up in the same street in Pioneer Avenue. And I was very young, doing things with Gibson, and Bradali was a father to me, was a friend to me, because even now, before he passed on, he used to come, shy around, check me if I'm okay. I used to go to chapel where he was breeding the young kids to be artists, So he was passionate with these things, and he was a legend.
And how did the name Darlington Micheals came about?
Those days apartheid, if you had the surname of the English surname, you used to go in the channels, but he started changing his name to Darlington Micheals by then, apartheid era. So as his name is Tebogo, and some of the people, they don't know him as Tebogo, they know him as Darlington Micheals.
Thank you so much. Griselda, those are the views of some of the people that worked with Darlington Micheals, widely known as George Zamdela or Papa G on Isidingo. And we are still actually here waiting for the service to start. We understood that the proceedings were going to be starting at 9.
All right, thank you very much indeed to Mulemo, who is crossing to us live from the funeral service of veteran actor known as Papa G. Certainly fond memories from his friends out there at the Uncle Tom's Hall in Soweto. That's where the funeral service is taking place.